navigate to 9940 Southwest 168 Terrace, Miami, Florida. All right, let's get going. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna head to Cutler Bay. And what we're doing in Cutler Bay, we're gonna be meeting with Miguel and also the team at Active Autowerke. All right, so a little more situated now. Got a lot going on in the front. Got all my camera gear right here. Got my GoPro, so enjoy the little time lapse later. But today, like I said earlier, while I try to avoid these horrible bumps in downtown Fort Lauderdale, we're going over to Active Autowerke, and they're down in Cutler Bay. And what we're doing there is we're gonna be meeting up with Miguel. Miguel's already down in Miami, and we're also gonna be meeting up, these bumps. We're also gonna be meeting up with the team at Active Autowerke. We've been there a few times, but they reached out to us recently, and they wanted us to check out one of their new equal length mid pipes for the M2 Competition and also the M2cs. But I know some of you guys submitted some questions about the S55 equal length mid pipe for the M2 Competition. So we'll ask them some of those questions, and also what I'm gonna do is give you guys an update about some of the F8X platform for the equal length mid pipe. I know they're backlogged on that. I know that they've been selling them like hotcakes. But other than that, I'll check in with you guys when we get to Active Autowerke's headquarters, and we'll talk to you guys then.
Not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me. I've been trying.
All right, guys, just got here to Active Autowerke. This is their facility. If you guys haven't seen kind of like a tour of their facility, I'll link it in the description. Also, I'll link it actually up on top here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna be talking to them. We're gonna be get going. So other than that, let's go.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you guys motivate me to go to the gym, man.
I know, we gotta motivate everybody. So this is the M2?
This is the M2cs. Let's go talk to Rob first.
All right, guys, so we're at Active Autowerke. We're with Rob. Rob is one of the owners of Active Autowerke. And Rob, the main thing that everybody's been talking about with the S55 platform is the equal length mid pipe. And a lot of people have the orders in, but they're not getting it yet. Is there a reason why?
Well, since we came out with it last year and COVID being around, everything got delayed. I don't know if you guys try to buy anything online or generally overall, everything's just out of stock or back ordered. We have the same issue. Of course, we get our material from overseas because this piping is metric, millimeter, and it's not available in the US. So we have to special order this stuff from overseas, and everything that's coming from overseas is just crazy.
Gotcha.
And with not only the COVID excuse, but with the holidays, we're right towards the end of the year. And material that we should have gotten in November didn't show up until January. So that just puts a backlog on everything, and it just, carries on and just gets worse. So hopefully this year, as things get better, we can catch up and have this stuff readily available like we have the single mid pipe.
Correct. And
But,
if you guys don't know Active, they've been in business for how long now?
This is our 40th anniversary, actually.
And there's a reason why they've been in business for 40 years, because they're doing something right.
Yeah.
You guys are based out in Cutler Bay, so if you guys are in the local area, definitely check them out. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be able to get your equal length mid pipe today or when you guys visit, but you can check it out in person. But Rob, why is the S55 platform such a nasty sounding engine if you kind of describe it like that?
Well, a lot of it has to do with the design. If you look at the downpipes on an S55, they're different lengths. They're actually, one is 14 inches longer than the other one. So you have two turbos that are exiting at different intervals, so there's a different sound. So it's like one is following the other. So you kind of get that repetitious sound, which it sounds like a sewing machine sound.
Yeah.
So that's the main cause of it. So the equal length is designed to make that sound catch up, and then when it exits at the end, it's actually coming out at the same. So to make that happen is we had to make up 14 inches in the piping. So that's why you see all these curves here in the crossover and everything.
That's patent pending.
That is a patent pending, yeah, because it took a lot of ingenuity to get that. and you know, but it was a great success. And the thing about it is that a lot of people are doing equal and complete exhaust systems,
Right.
you know, where you had to buy their exhaust because everything is one whole system. But like we did our single mid-pipe, you know, we like people to have the freedom to choose whatever rear section or
Like
you know,
myself.
combination they want.
Correct.
So at least they can have this and, you know, best of both worlds. So
Yeah, so
that's the main
basically-
reason behind it.
So basically, you're explaining that this system here, this Equal Length Midpipe, you're able to customize your exhaust sounding. You don't have to stick to one brand. You could, for me, I have this connected with my AWE Switchpath, and then for other brands, you have to buy the whole exhaust system to have that equal length sound. I know a lot of people that have bought in this system has the AWE Switchpath or AWE track.
Right.
If they have downpipes, what would you recommend or what would you suggest for them to do if they have catless downpipes?
I would recommend you get resonated.
Downpipes?
Resonated, well, not resin, but a resonated section connector pipes
Okay.
that we have like here, or like we offer in the F80, which is a little bit bigger. Definitely, because with the catless, you're going to get a lot more rasp.
Unless you
So
like
we're trying
that
to take
loudest,
that out.
because I think you mentioned in the
See,
last video.
the thing is that sound is so subjective right now that I have people, we're having people complain about the raspiness on the M2C. On the F80, it's been perfect. We haven't really had any problems with the F80. But when we tested it at the time, you know, everything was, it's kind of like we kind of rushed it a little bit. We did a test with a customer's car when we did this, and it sounded good and he was happy. But like I said, sound is subjective. He was so happy with the overall sound, you know, that it really didn't bother him.
Correct.
I have people calling or emailing us and say, hey, don't change it. My buddy has this same system and I like how it sounds. Please don't change it for me. So, you know, it's a mixed bag of people, because of course sound is subjective. Then you also have, you know, the difference of rear sections, which will cause, you know, some of these titanium sections will cause a little bit more raspiness.
Correct.
Even on stock, you'll hear the difference. And there's a different sound in everything. There's so many different combinations. But, you know, of course we listen to our consumers, and we're trying to make this a better product like we do everything else as we go on. And if we find anything else, we'll try and improve it.
Correct.
So we're currently in the stage right now of making more efficient resonators to try and combat that rasp sound.
Gotcha.
So it'll probably never get to 100%, because anytime I tell people, I said, if you want to modify your exhaust, you're never going to be like stock. You're never going to be as quiet. You can't have the best of both worlds. There's going to be some drone. There's going to be some kind of raspiness.
Right.
You know, but to the point that it's, you know, it's probably 90% contained where it's bearable. And especially if you go in the efficient mode, you don't even hear it at all. It's when you open the valves. But one guy was complaining, but you know, he's putting the car to the extreme where he's driving the car in fifth gear at 2,000 RPM and changing to 6.
You're gonna have drone,
on the
yeah.
low. It's gonna have that. So you know, how many people drive it? Like nobody drives that with the valves open too.
Open.
So anyway, but you know, we want to address that, and we're right now in the stage of
You guys are
testing
working
that.
hard on that. So
Yeah,
I
we're
think the
working
main
hard on
thing
that.
is,
That
you
we
know,
didn't ignore it, and we're trying to address it.
Correct. I think the main thing is what I wanted to do here was to kind of give you guys an update, exactly, because I know you guys are probably DMing me, Miguel behind the camera, and also the BMW Invasion's Instagram about the Equal Length Midpipe. So be patient with them. Obviously, COVID has slowed a lot of businesses down. Today, he's kind of telling you guys, just be patient, place your orders in. You guys get into that queue, right?
Yep.
And then you guys are on your third batch, I was hearing earlier?
We're in the third batch for the F80X. We're in the second batch for the M2C,
Gotcha.
because it came out a couple months after.
So in the other video where Miguel is going to be talking to Rob, it's going to be basically focused on M2 Competition and also M2cs
Correct.
with their Equal Length Midpipe. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, it's going to be linked in the description and also up on top. So besides that, I'm going to show you guys some sound clips too, so don't worry about that. But Rob, I want to thank you for your time. We'll continue on with the tour
Sure.
of the new Equal Length Midpipe.
Perfect.
All right, guys, so we're at Active. As you saw, we spoke to Rob earlier. He's one of the owners of Active Autowerke. We're here right now to check out the M2cs. It's a beautiful car. I believe they were telling us it has less than 200 miles on it. So I know the owner is a very car enthusiast. So what's good about that is we'll check it out. He has some beautiful BBS LMs on it. You know, I'm a big fan of that. I believe it's a gold color, but the M2cs is a gorgeous car. We're gonna bring it down, we're gonna get some exhaust clips, and also show you guys some more B-roll. So stay tuned for that. So it definitely sounds good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Equal length midpipe is definitely a must on any S55 platform. It is just something that's game changing. I've said that multiple times before. It's definitely game changing. Valves open or closed?
Closed.
Closed, okay.
Just do it regular and closed and see how it goes. Just normal driving.
Alright guys, so we just finished up filming a couple videos here at Active Autowerke. Hopefully you can hear me. I got Rob back there and also Miguel, and I got Andrew right over here. So we just filmed all day, like 4 or 5 hours I would say. But we're going to show you guys exactly on the BMW Invasion channel, like I said earlier, about the M2C and also the M2cs equal length midpipe. So definitely check that video out. But I want to thank the guys at Active for giving us the VIP treatment again. We'll see you guys on the next one.